Ready? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a match between Ormesby and Drumchapel. Coming in first is Ormesby with Ben Piggott, David McBeth, and new members. And the home team is Drumchapel Glasgow with Martin Perry. The umpire today is Sigurd Thompson and Catherine Hill. And the coach for Drumchapel Glasgow is Anne Richardson. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting our first match of the day on table one with Victor Guanxi versus Eno Mendes. And Eno Mendes gets off to a start with 1-0. On table two, we have Rory Rowan versus David Macbeth. Whoa. Eno Mendes coming out the gate really, really fast here. Quite fast paced to start. We know Victor quite well. He'll want to catch up to that pace pretty quickly. There we go. Victor trying for the open up there, but just clipping the net and letting it fly over. Victor going for that flick that he always wants, but just not quite getting there. Quite a good decision there from Victor to go for the backhand flick, but it just left him open on the second ball, which was deep into the backhand area, which he couldn't recover in time for. Nice serve to the middle there. Just kind of dragged Eno out of position, which costed him the point. Victor keeping away from Eno's big backhand open up. And there's that open up from Eno Mendes, which just caught Victor by surprise. Ooh. Big long fast serve deep into Victor's backhand area there. Victor managed to get round and just caught Eno Mendes off balance. Missed flick from Victor there. Rory Rowan on table number two has just lost the first set 11-1 to David Macbeth. Drumchapel 1 set down. Nice little unforced error there from Eno Mendes. 4-8 on table one. Big dig there from Victor, trying to make Eno mess up his big loop, but just didn't give him enough. There we see Eno go for the second reverse serve into the middle of the forehand area there. Nice deep, long rally there from Victor and Eno there. Victor just spraying Eno Mendes around, making them move. Oh, just unlucky there. Popped up for Eno and he just put it away. Nice experienced player today, the international. But likewise, Victor Guanxi playing in the Premier League for quite a while now. He's got all the experience. Let's hope it comes out in the rest of this match. Likewise with David Macbeth on table number two. It's shown in that first set there. David having such a big lead on Rory. Big looping rallies from Rory and David over on table number two. Rory holding his weight in this set here, but still 3-1 down on table number two. Martin Perry coaching Guanxi on table number one. There we go, Rory, nice tricky serve to the forehand area has brought the score to 2-3. But David's big backhand flick is slammed right into Rory's crossover. Rory not being able to turn around in time. He's lost the point. We get ready for set number two on table number one. Victor to serve. Big start from Victor there. The big backhand to backhand match up. Victor punching through Eno's spin up. Rushing himself there into that high ball on the forehand.
Nice receive from Victor there. Just flicking it back into the middle. Definitely aiming for Eno's middle. Tricky server, the Ormesby player. Just well-placed balls in the crossover area. Victor wanting that big open up fast and powerful, but the Ormesby player just not giving him a chance to land those big shots. Victor's definitely going for the backhand section in this matchup, just because I think he's got a better punch into the Portuguese player. Yeah, that looping, hooking shot was too difficult to block back onto the table there. Nice forehand flick to open up the point. Yeah. There we go. Victor wins another backhand to backhand matchup. Rory on table number 2 is making David Macbeth just make some costly errors. He's brought the score to 6-9. David Macbeth leading that set, 9-6. Victor went for a risk there, big long serve into the backhand area. But Eno just managed to power through it. Wow, what a point there from Victor. Kept it short at the start of the point and then managed to keep with Eno in the big looping rallies, spraying it from each side of the box. Ooh. That reverse serve into the middle is finding a wee bit tricky for Victor to read. 7-5 at this second towel break. David Macbeth wins the second set on table number 2. Victor just set up a nice set piece there where he turns around in the forehand and plays it back into Eno's backhand. Victor staying in this game, he needs one of these service points here to get a nice set up into this final stage of the set. Oh, goes for a chop block there, but it just doesn't really pay off. Dumps in the net. Victor switching up the return on that reverse serve. Still finding it a wee bit tricky there. Excellently done by Victor there, kept him short. Oh, looks like it touched just on that fine edge there. A wee bit of luck from Eno Mendes there. Again, another clip of the net there. A bit unlucky by Victor in that last stage of the set, but Martin Perry just telling him to kind of shake it off there. 4-all on table number 2, with David Macbeth leading by 2 sets. Rory seeming to improve by each set, just kind of relaxing into this big stage that he's coming with. Wow, Rory going forehand to forehand with David Macbeth, even turning around and playing a chop, lands on the table, David Macbeth strikes through it. Rory just didn't manage to get the next follow up on. It's affected Rory a wee bit. He's just found a little bit of frustration there, but that's natural after such a tight point. Excellent spin up by Rory, but Beth just doing his normal counter right straight through it. Wow. Rory tried to mess him up with a little short forehand topspin serve, but David and Beth just great movement across the table, backhand flicks it right into that edge corner. We get ready for set number 3 on table number 1. With this tight match between Eno Mendes and Victor Guanxi. Victor showed a lot more promise in that last set. Let's hope we can see something. Tricky start to the first set. Big long fast serve into the backhand. Victor tried to turn around, but it's too late to the ball. There we see Victor going for that backspin shot. He seems to want to bring Eno Mendes into the table, or at least get that dig back so he can get that big loop onto the table and put Eno Mendes onto the back foot. On table number 2, Rory Rowan loses the last set, 11-6. Timothy Beth wins 3-0. That means Ormesby lead by 1 match. Not the start that Victor wants in this set. 7-0 down, but knowing Victor, he'll fight for every point in this set. There we go. Still seen a lot of effort from Victor, but just his head doesn't seem in the right place. There we go. Break. Coming across with the backhand and aiming it right into that backhand corner. That reverse serve again causing trouble, but a bit of luck. Whoa, great point there by Eno Mendes. Good defence by Victor though. Match point for Eno Mendes. Big long fast serve with topspin into the backhand corner. Victor just managed to brush it onto the table. Again, that reverse serve that we've seen all match just puts the nail in the coffin for Victor in that last point there. Eno Mendes wins the match in straight sets. Ormesby up 2-0. Now on to doubles. Join us back with the double starting up. Ormesby lead by 2-0. The pairings seem to be Ben Piggott and David Macbeth versus Rory and Victor Guanxi. This is an interesting matchup. It's two right-handers with versus two right-handers. But from Drumchapel we have two kind of players that really like the doubles. Rory yesterday coming second in the North Ayrshire Open, and Victor, a European champion in the vet. You got to the final. So we could be in for quite a close match here. Rory really seeming to be relaxed on the table, cracking a few smiles, having a wee laughs off the table actually. Victor quite a calming presence on the table as well with his experience, so hopefully we'll see a bit of form in this match, which will set us up quite nicely for the rest of the day. We could also see some pressure on Ben Piggott, who's not even played a match yet, and that's shown straight away with a miss served right at the gate. Victor going for the ambitious flick, and he's managed it. They've broken the serve right at the gate. 2-0 start, perfect start to the set. Good backspin, nice and short, which David Smith tried to get a flick out of, but just mishandled it. Oh, lovely flick into the crossover area there from David Macbeth. Took the pace off it. Tricky touch there from Rory. Hard to read, which just popped up for Ben Piggott there. Better receive off of Rory Rowan there. Right into Ben's crossover. Kind of parallel in the last service from Drumchapel there. Rory with a good serve there, because Ben came across with the backhand there, kind of dragged Ben out of position. Victor just kind of rushed the follow-up there. Victor learning from his mistakes in the last point, but just kind of set Ben up for a big strike there. Ambitious from Victor there, just missed the end of the table there. 5-4. Big flip from Victor there, just missing the end of the table there. Crowd unhappy with that. Two great service from Victor there, causing two unforced errors from David Macbeth there off the receive. Great touch to the middle there from Rory. Unlucky not to get that pick up there. It's definitely one of Rory's favourites. Oh, great block from Victor there. That seems like a great turnaround point there. Great follow-up from Victor there. Great third ball. Knew exactly what was coming back. Good tactical decision there from Rory Rowan for the service. Oh, interesting choice there. Big float, long. Caught Ben off by surprise, but Victor just couldn't capitalise. Great spin up there from David Macbeth. Rory used it from playing David in the singles, but just couldn't really connect with it there. What a point! Just unlucky there from Victor. Just couldn't quite see where to hit the ball. So close after that great recovery from Roy Rowan there. Oh, again, David going for that crossover there. Well placed ball. Really close first end there from the Drumchapel pair. Great signs of promise. Good matchup for the two skill sets between the two players. Rory with great feeling, looping, service placement, and Victor with just that punch, that power, striking through anything that the other pair is setting up for them. But likewise, that's kind of what a similar skill set that the Ormesby pair have. Ben Piggott being quite fast, quick movement, getting to every ball, and David just with his feeling, with his spin-ups, and just striking on that backhand punch. I think the pair from Drumchapel are definitely happy from that first set performance, but I think they'd be even more happy with just a set or a full match, yeah. Or big backhand flick from David Macbeth to start off the match. Aiming for that crossover again. Unlucky from Rory there. Oh, great flick from Victor there. Wow, Rory Rowan really feeling comfortable now, bringing out that big backhand to finish off the massive rally there. Oh, huge side spin there. All four players sharing a smile there. They know that that's a fantastic point. Really putting on a show today here. We're not quite sure what to receive there. Let it drift off the end of the table, but David Macbeth knew it was coming, took his time, just countered straight through that ball. Great tactical decision there by Victor. Chose the serve that he wanted, so he knew what ball was coming back. David going for that crossover again, and Victor was just waiting for it. Yeah, that's good. Finally found a serve that David can't just flick straight through. Good service from David Macbeth there, right on the edge. Great receive by Victor, but Ben just finding the very wide line there. Difficult for Rory to get his bat to. Oh, David Macbeth just taking his time, just passing the ball past Rory there. Great follow up by Rory Rowan there. Unlucky. The Ormesby pair keeping the Drumchapel pair close to the table. Bit of luck there. High receive. David Beth rushed it and just smacked off the end of the table. Oh, David not going for his preferred backhand flick there and touching it down the line. Yeah, finding Ben's crossover, making him work for it. Ben rushed it, launched it off the end of the table, brings the pair to 2 points away from coming in a tiebreak. Oh, Victor going for the risk, just spinning off the end of the table. The Ormesby pair lead 2-0. But Drumchapel still in this match. Very, very close ends from the pair. It seems like the Drumchapel pair are aiming, just targeting Ben Piggott in this matchup. Beth, the warmer of the two, finding the more killer shots. And, Victor and Rory really seem warmed up here. Ben taking just the safest route possible each time, just touching it across. Rory really choosing the correct serves. Victor just sometimes overloading those returns, but I'm sure that's been relayed down to Martin Perry. He's managed to tell the pair exactly what to do. The Ormesby pair leading this set off. Ben Piggott to serve into Victor Guanxi. Oh, Victor getting tempted by that side spin on the ball, but just a hint of backspin just caused the flick into the net. Rowan with his kind of hook underneath the table, flicked it into a big, massive rally there. Huge start to this set from the Ormesby pair. Breaking Victor's first serve. Drumchapel really need this point to stay in the set. David just taking his time, rolling the ball on. Rory wanting to rush through that ball there. Oh. Ormesby keeping them close to the table again. Nice and tight. Rory letting the ball drift a wee bit long, trying to get into those long rallies again that the Drumchapel pair prefer. Again, that side spin serve always been received with the backhand right into the crossover or into the backhand area. Victor just not ready for it. Oh, Ben switched it up there, went wide, which was perfect for Victor, and he knew that and just snatched at it. Oh, great receive by Victor there. They tried to match his intensity and just smacked off the end of the table. Oh, Victor trying for it again. Leaning over the table, smiling. Macbeth misses that signature backhand that he has in this set. Smart decision from Rory, just keeping the ball in the point, but Victor just couldn't capitalise on the next one. Great short rally there from the Drumchapel pair. Yeah, there's another valuable point there. Keeping them in this match, going into their serve. Breaking Ormesby's serve. Oh. Mistimed Receive from Ben Piggott there, wasn't really sure. Great choice of serve. Right up for Victor. Took a pause and then just timed it right. Dragging themselves back from 4-8 down to 8-all. Oh, Victor going for the big, massive strike when the Ormesby pair were all scrambled. That was just a place ball there. Drumchapel pair's momentum has been broken. Match point here. Yeah, valuable point there to keep them in this match. Great service selection. Oh, Victor really going for a slightly floaty serve there to get that big one around really wanted, but it's not enough. Great match from the two pair. 11-8, 11-8, 11-9. Ormesby lead the entire match. Three matches to nil. The next set of matches are Martin Perry versus Ben Piggott and Victor Guanchi versus David Macbeth. Okay, you join us back on table number 1 with Martin Perry versus Ben Piggott. Ben getting a warm up in the doubles, and Martin Perry coming on without any match practice yet. So hopefully he gets up to speed quite quickly. On table number 2, we have Victor Guanchy versus David Macbeth. Two very explosive pair, a lot of power between the two. That'll be quite a big match on table number 2. Okay, we get started. Martin Perry winning the service. Martin to serve first into Ben Piggott. Great service from Martin Perry there. Ben not really sure how to receive that, which led to Martin just striking right into the backhand area. Great start from Martin. Oh, servicing with the pimples. Ben turned round with the forehand, spun up quite high, perfect for Martin's backhand pimples. Martin just rushed it, slightly overhit. Great block by Martin there, but Ben with the follow-up was just too strong. Pimples kind of just drifted into Ben's crossover. Ben just so fast on his feet, turn around and strike the ball right into the centre. Ben really uncertain with that tomahawk serve. Drifted wide. Ben received it quite high. Martin just got that strike that he wanted right in the cross. Pimple serve just drifted up high. Pop received up for Martin, but Martin just unable to capitalise on that. 4-2 going into this first towel break. Good receive, but Ben just managed to stabilise himself and managed to gain the point back. Oh, you could see what Martin was going for there. He was trying to stretch Ben out wide, but just couldn't get enough behind that receive. Again, right idea by Martin there, but just couldn't get the connection right on the serve. Explosive start to the set on table number 2. Victor pinned David Macbeth right to the back of the court, but just missed one of the smashes. 6-2 on table number 2. David Macbeth leading that match. 7-3 on table number 1. Oh, tricky receive from Martin there, but which put Ben off a wee bit, but he just placed it back on the table. Oh, Martin going for that backhand receive off of that side spin serve. Wow, great drop shot from there by Victor Guanchy on the table number 2. Both of the pair just sharing a wee smile there. Victor managed to pin David to the back of the court again, but just drop shot him this time. Oh, Ben getting that big explosive forehand from the crossover right down the line. Unlucky from Martin there. 11-3 to start off this first end. Just looks like Ben Piggott's more up to speed from just playing in those doubles there. Hopefully Martin can bring himself back up to speed into the second set here. Martin got loads of international experience. You know fine well that he can bring himself way up into the standard of this level. Definitely some promising signs from Martin in that first set. I think Ben struggling to read the short pimples a wee bit. Tom Hawk's serve is kind of putting him off. We know that from Rory's service in the doubles. Not a lot of backhand attack from Ben Piggott there in that first set. Martin definitely being the stronger of the two with the backhand punch. Let's hope we can see a bit more landed on that. Wow. Big matchups on table number 2 here. David Macbeth and Victor. Victor has managed to bring himself all the way back to 8-all in this first end. Still 0-0 on that table in sets. Martin just losing that first point, but looking back at the bench, he knows that that is the pace that he wants to play at. There we go, he's starting to celebrate for himself a wee bit more, pumping himself up into this game. Great receive, right into the top right corner of the table. Wow, strong serve to start off that setup. And big backhand punch. Going for bigger strokes this time. Trying to take the match to Ben, put him on the back foot. Oh, tricky receive there. Kind of wait for the ball, a bit of slice on it. Put Ben off, but then on the follow-up, Ben just put it away right into the corner. Ben's dragging him into the middle with the pimples and then spreading them out wide. Simple but effective, especially with Ben's big follow-up on the third ball. 2-4 in this first towel break. David Macbeth wins that first set on table number 2. Very close first end. Victor managed to bring himself back. I think that such a big lead at the start of the set. Victor knows that he can have a strong start in this second set and maybe gain something out of it. Martin wins the serve. Wow, what a great backhand from Martin Perry there. Calm, composed, great setup from the serve. Got put into the back foot, recovered, and then countered to get himself back into the point. There we go, Martin going for the forehand spin up. Ben not quite getting the placement into the middle that he wanted, which meant Martin can capitalise on that big, massive forehand. First time leading in this set from Martin Perry. Great backhand there, cutting right through Ben's spin. Very tricky business over on table number 2. Victor with another drop shot off the side of the table. David went for the spin up. Oh, Martin going for that crossover. Ben just so fast, right into the centre of the table. Just caught Martin into the crossover. Couldn't switch to his backhand in time. 6-all into the second towel break. Let's hope Martin can get this lead. Very tricky service right wide of Martin. Good receive with the pimples, but both players unsure of what to do next. Ben just calmly put it on the table and Martin couldn't get that switch around to the forehand. Great service from Martin. Good trick up his sleeve there. And Ben just didn't know what to do with it. Right in the white line. The trick serve didn't really play off. Ben ready for it. Into the wide corner, far for Martin to reach. Great receive from Martin there. Nice wee pick up. Maybe inspired by his fellow teammate Rory Rowan. Table number 2, Victor Guanxi is kind of dragging himself again back into this set. David Macbeth missing the serve. 8-7 to David Macbeth in table number 2. Bit of sportsmanship from David there with the ball from table number 1 drifting over. Causing a let, but no. Martin's service going into his third towel break. Oh. Great service from Martin, but just unlucky to skim the net there. Far closer for Martin, but just couldn't get that follow-up that he wanted on that third ball. 9-all on table number 2. Victor with a tricky serve. David misreading it. 9-all on David's serve. Victor with a very calm flick into David's backhand, but David's backhand too strong for the follow-up. 10-9. 11-9 to David Macbeth. A push-to-push rally, and Victor just pushes it off the side. Again, so close for Victor. Just chasing that first set of the day for Drumchapel. Just can't quite find it yet. Martin with a far more promising second set against Ben Piggott here. I think it's a valuable set for Drumchapel with going back to his corner. He'll know what to do this set. Oh. Not the payoff that Martin wanted from that tomahawk serve into the centre. Great service into the top right corner of the table, but just couldn't quite place that third ball off the side of the table. 2-0 to Ben. Ben stretching Martin Perry there into the top right corner as well. Oh, unlucky for Martin there. Just a net skim, which just costed him that point. Timeout from the Drumchapel team. Just not the start to the set they wanted. So regroup, refocus. Martin seems to always want to get that receive with the pimples to kind of off-put Ben at the start of the set and to just make sure that he can return that ball with certainty. Maybe a couple more forehand receives, bigger forehands into the match, kind of a change of plan, kind of off-put Ben. Ben's starting to get used to these pimples now, knowing what to do, striking through them. Maybe we'll see a different Martin Perry, maybe we'll just see a refocused Martin Perry. Victor leading the set on table number 2, 4-3 on Victor's serve. That's the start that Martin Perry wants. Straight out the timeout, winning the first point on his serve. Great service, but just so wide for Martin. Martin kind of maybe we're expecting it in the centre of the table. This first towel break. This first towel break, Martin just kind of recollecting himself. Wide receive. Receives it with his forehand so he can recover in time on his backhand. Pops up with the pimples bent, not quite sure how to receive it. Oh, great turnaround from Ben Piggott there. Well placed ball, not rushed, just rolled on. Oh, just grazed the net cord there. Wee bit of luck, but great fight from Martin Perry in that point there. Wee bit of celebration from Martin Perry there. Nice payoff from the wide receive. Ben with an unforced error off the end of the table. Just a 4-point deficit for Martin Perry. 7-3. Backhand receive again, but that drag across. Ben knows just to place it into the backhand. All forehands from Ben Piggott, just that turnaround again with that spin up. Martin makes sure to take his towel break just to recollect himself again. Huge backhands exchanged on table number 2. Victor just getting a nice lucky edge, making him lead 8-7 on table number 2. Martin Perry unlucky there, 10-3. Ben, nice, calm, collected, just finishes the point away. Not too rushed, making sure that the job's done. Martin cheering with the crowd there. That means that Ormesby lead 4-0. Big battle on table number 2. Victor fighting tooth and nail just to stay in this match. 8-9 down. Again, we've seen this scoreline before in the previous 2 sets. Going for that ambitious forehand flick. 10-8 to David Macbeth. Victor to serve. Backspin serve, touch short. David pops it up, huge forehand flick right into the forehand. 10-9. Victor again, short. David opens up to the backhand. David just manages to get it into the centre. Grazes the edge, I think. And David wins that set 11-9. Finishing the match off 3-0 to David Macbeth. Very close match on table number 2. Victor just unlucky not to get anything from that match. So that leads the scoreline 5 matches to 0. The final 2 matches of the day will be Martin Perry versus Eno Mendes and Roy Rowan versus Ben Piggott. Okay, we get started off with Rory Rowan versus Ben Piggott on table number 1. Rory starting off with deep digs, which Ben just dumps in the net. Rory being a lot more cautious here, just playing to his strengths, just keeping the ball on the table, which has made Ben just immediately make an unforced error. Rory rushing that. That deep dig again. Offsets Ben. Just spinning it off the end of the table there. Not seen that from Ben today. A wee backhand flip from the forehand area. Right into his deep backhand area. Bit of a mishap there from Rory, but Rory getting a good lead into that point there, but Ben just using a wee bit more time and placing it into the middle there. Rory with that wide service, keeping Ben pinned to that forehand area and just kind of switching from wide to middle. Strong service from Rory there, good lead up, but just couldn't capitalise on that last ball there, up in the air. Wow, strong service from Ben there. Rory just keeping himself in with that receiving. And just striking that last ball there. Rory rushing that backhand topspin there, but you can see it's there. Martin explosive on that table number 2 there, really going for it now on table number 2. Mendez leads 7-5 on table number 2. Just great pop up off the service there, but we just couldn't capitalise there. There we go. Huge backhand from Rory there. Once he gets that going, it really comes out. Tricky reverse service there from Ben Piggott. Knew exactly where the ball was coming back to and just struck through it. Rory also going for a reset piece, but just didn't get the first bounce where he wanted it, and it dumps in the net. Similar scorelines on both tables for the usual commentary pair of Martin Perry and Rory Rowan, both losing the first ends 11-6. Of course, Rory Rowan was played in the Prem before, picking up for a game against Brighton? Yes. Against Brighton, and Martin Perry making his home debut here at Drumchapel Glasgow against Ormesby. Let's hope Martin Perry can get something out of his debut here and Rory can build on his experience from last time. Quick change around in the ends there from the Ormesby. Yeah. Rory already back on the table. Ben fast out the gates here. Big serve. But Rory just taking his time, rolling it on. Knew that Ben was going to rush it and just Ben's noticed that there and just kind of recollect himself a wee bit. Huge end-to-end stuff on table number 2, right out the gates. Big looping rally from Mendez and Martin Perry. Oh. not the start that Martin wants to set. 2-0 down. Huge backhand from Rory there, but just couldn't build from it. Just rushed that forehand on the crossover. Loaded serve with side spin there from Ben Piggott. Rory just trying to push through it, but pops up. Great loaded push there from Rory, but just too much backspin coming back to him. Good trick serve from Rory, catching Ben out. Ben just had to play a passing shot from the backhand, and Rory just had a tough time. Great sharp backhand receive from Ben there. Rory really trying to focus on Ben's backhand receive. Meanwhile, Ben's trying to just curl the ball right across the middle line, just trying to confuse Rory on where to stand. Yeah, that side spin just so hard to read where the second bounce is gonna land. Rory experimenting here, just trying to change something, just so he can change that scoreline just slightly, get himself back into this set. Not quite. He's a wee bit of a dampener to end on that set. Rory looking a wee bit demotivated coming back to the corner there, but sure, Coach Aaron Richardson is going to find a way to keep his spirits high. Huge rallies on table number 2 from Martin Perry. Enjoying himself though, having these big moments with a huge international and the likes of Jose Mendes. On table number 2, Mendes leads that set 8-1. Martin trying to keep it short. (10-1) to Jose Mendes. The two Drumchapel training partners have matched each other's scorelines yet again, 11-1 on both tables. And the Ormesby pair both lead 2-0. We're getting a great start to the set. 2 points straight off the bat. Clearly staying motivated in this match. Still wants to fight for it. Good backhand receive, but Ben just so good on that turnaround. That signature shot of his. He struggles on that wide forehand. Great in the centre of the table, but that wide forehand receive he's struggling with. Rory aiming for that forehand receive again. Stamps out of frustration for not landing that backhand there. 3-3 going into this tie break. Till break. Wow. Good stability from Rory there. That side spin serve was so... just Ben catches him out. Rory just stands still. A bit of a smile there, a laugh from Coach Richardson. Equally good side spin serve from Rory there. With a hint of backspin, catching Ben out. Clipping the net. Frustration there from Rory just with that dumping the net off the serve. Rory with an excellent turnaround, but Ben just ready for that counter and just placed the ball back on the table. 6-5. Rory still in this set. Rory was stable enough to keep himself in that for a couple of shots, but Ben just knew to place it away from him. 7-5 to Ben in the second tie break. Rory lining up for the wide forehand receive. Spin up from Ben. Huge loop from Ben there. Rory just miscalculating how to counter that ball there. Ben breaks his serve. 8-5. Again, huge forehand loop. Really loopy there from Ben Piggott. Huge backhand receive right into Ben's backhand area. Going back to targeting that wide backhand again. Couldn't quite place that backhand ball on the table. Match point from Ben Piggott here. Rory lining himself up for a... Ben saw it was coming. Just too close to that middle for Ben Piggott, and puts it away to finish off the match. Ormesby leads 6 points to 0. Take you over to Martin and Eno Mendez's match. Martin trailing 8-2. Martin showing no signs of giving up. He's still in this match. Fighting for every ball. Oh, going for the whip around the table. But just couldn't quite find the connection to get a skimmer. Huge, deep, fast backhand serve, but Mendez just using his control to land it short on the table. Tricky ball for Martin to hit there. Using his toe break, recollecting himself. Mendez just using his control. Exhibition play here. Martin showing off to the crowd. Huge point. Oh, Martin going for a big finish there. Couldn't quite pay off. 11-3. Great finish to the match there. Nice sign of sportsmanship. Ormsby win that game 7-0. Great sign. Great showing from the Drumchapel team. No signs of giving up. Fighting for every single point. Just unlucky. Great debut for the usual commentary pair of Martin Perry and Roy Rowan. And a very consistent performance by Victor Guanxi. Always fighting. Join us next time. Cheerio.